Civilians call obsession unhealthy. That's why they stay average. Obsession builds empires. In my sprint, obsession is required. The link is in the description below. So you have to first realize that when you go after your goals, you're going to have immense obsession. All men that have built something have crazy levels of obsession over the thing that they're going after. You have to understand where it is that you're looking to go and the levels of success that you're looking to have for your life, and take everything in your power to make sure that you get there. And that requires obsession. There is no balance. So obsession is shamed, right? And so civilians are told to relax. They fear intensity. Average men shame obsession because they lack it. Now, for men who have built something, I want you to understand that because civilians have told you to relax your entire life, that this doesn't mean that you should be relaxing in your personal life. Because what builders tend to do is they build something phenomenal, and then what they take this obsession and push it to the back burner. And so realistically, although you have an amazing surrounding, you've built the business, you've built the family, you've built the relationship that lasts, right? You've built all of these networks that last, but when you walk into your home and you close the door, you have lost yourself. You have a civilian pattern within the way that you show up for yourself. You show up for everything else but yourself. And that's very civilian, because now you're being told to relax in ways that you haven't really addressed. And so you have an amazing life around you, but when you close the doors, you're still a civilian at heart. And you have to realize that that fear of intensity directed to self is what's going to keep you in the cage of success. It's one of those complex ideas where you hear it all the time. Grind, 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 be obsessed, be obsessed, be obsessed. Well, yes, that is very true. Like I said a second ago, you should define what what success is so that you can have some sort of obsession over it. But you must always realize where it stems from. It stems from you. And the second you let go of yourself is the second you lose your soul and the things that you should be doing and serving. And if you are serving everybody but yourself, who are you really serving if everything stems from you? Then you're probably going in real time. What you're really doing is you're taking this very psychological loop that I talk about, right? You're fragmented, and you're placing all of your honor and duty upon serving everybody else. That then gives you a feedback loop of joy or fulfillment because everybody else has deemed it okay and prosperous for them, which then gives you the validation. So have you really left the civilian realm if all of your validation sits upon the success that you've built outside of you, and inside you're really dying? That's the issue here. Stop shaming obsession when it comes to yourself. Yes, we all preach obsession outside of yourself is what's needed, but obsession within yourself is also needed so you show up for yourself. And so you should use this obsession as fuel. Obsession creates focus. Obsession compounds into mastery. All great men were obsessive. You are probably very obsessive. You have built something amazing. But now you need to turn the mirror on and look yourself and say, I've built something amazing around me, but I don't like myself. You can't fuck good. You don't have good communication with people around you. You don't understand how to take yourself off the pedestal now that you've become successful. Your ego is riddled with all of the things that are being validated by external forces. And therefore, when you feel like you're drifting away from the very thing that you obsessed about for however many years, however many decades, you feel like, I'm worth nothing, when that's not the case. If you took that very obsession that you had for your business and turned it into the way that you deal with women, the way that you deal with your associates, the way that you deal with other average men that are around you that see you on a day-to-day, you would then start to find some of that fulfillment in yourself without needing the achievements of the very thing that you obsessed over for years. Realize that obsession is fuel, and you have to turn it inward for 2 seconds here. And realistically, it's not even 2 seconds. It's for the long haul. But the second you continue to take this validation and use that as fuel, you'll never step away from your business. You'll never step away from the psychological loop of your ego telling you that you need more, 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 more. And then you fall deeper into your shadows instead of integrating it into a structure of self. But you have no self structure. You only have an external structure, which is your business. You need to take this obsession that you've driven for years into your business and drive it into yourself and really assess where the leaks are coming, where you're losing yourself. You're taking all of the finances and the money that you get from your business and you're splurging on things that keep you comfortable, that drive you away from self, that keep you away from the very mirror that's needed to open up your eyes to see. You need to wake up, because the second you understand that obsession of self and really configuring your structure so that you can hold the true abundance of life itself, not just your business and the finances that come with that, you will open up a new door to life. You'll feel a new spark. You'll get out of your depression. Whatever you feel when you close the door and nobody's at home with you. Right? How does it feel to come home to a penthouse with nobody in it? Huh? How does it feel to fly but nobody with you? No one to rejoice with you. That's because you suck at talking to women. You suck at dealing with associates, and you have a terrible personal life with your associates. It's only a business mask. The second you take that off, you lose yourself. And so all great men aren't just obsessive over external, but obsessive with self. Be obsessed strategically. Channel obsession into one system. Build obsession into your daily rituals and make obsession serve structure. Realize that yes, your business is built. Your cash flowing system is built. Your network of business associates are built. But now it's time to really build a system within self so that you understand yourself at a deeper level, so that abundance comes even if the business were to fail, even if your network were to go to shit, even if everything around you would crumble, you would still have yourself and understand that the abundance truly flowed from you and not just because of the system that you built outside of you. Wake up. Right? You have to note that all of these things that we put our energy into aren't necessarily going to be fruitful for us in the long run, because we don't get out the game alive. We want as much from the game as possible, but we don't leave alive. And we have to leave the external where it is. The only thing that you're leaving with is the very lessons and wisdom that you've gained. And if you don't focus that mirror and put all that obsession towards a structure that builds you up so that you feel powerful, you feel almost untouchable even outside of, like, if you're stripped of everything external, you still feel the very power that the tools of the external give you. Right? That's a different feeling. That's a channel of obsession where you know you are unfuckable in every realm without your possessions. Now, I don't need my family to validate me because of the things that I grant them through my business success. I don't need the women to validate me through the comforts I can splurge with them on. Like, all of the softness of life can go. All of the things that I've built outside of myself can go, and I still feel the same as if I still had them. That is where you really must focus that obsession. It's on self. And every single day, do a routine, follow a strict routine that continues to make that structure undeniable and unpermeable, right? The second you allow yourself into comforts, to relax into the abundance, to relax into the women without focusing on yourself long enough to have that structure, you lose it all. And you might not lose the business because the business is working fine, but you lose yourself. And when you close that door at night and it's only you alone, you feel that pain. You feel that void. And to get rid of that void, you must understand that everything is flowing from you and only you. And there you should take more time to focus that obsession on you. Your closing decree: stop fearing obsession, feed it. Consider yourself warned.